Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome. How cool does this sound? Please let me know in the comments section below, right? You open a new PC shop, which you name yourself. It's got a repair section out the back. You scan prices online, and when a good price or special offer comes up, then you buy components in bulk. Then you display them in the shop and price them competitively to outsell your competitors while still making a profit. Then you decide to design a PC rig. You put a competitive price tag on that, and then you display it in the shop and sell it there. Then you build new rigs for that particular design that you've created as the orders come in. You check your emails daily with auto filters built into the email system so that you can filter them into specialized email boxes so you can keep new orders, repairs and special sale option promotions separated and keep things neat and tidy and under control. Then you price specs jobs for repairs that come in competitively so that customers pick your store over your rivals. You always make sure that you've got enough cables, enough hard drives and power supply units in stock for busy weeks and enough part-built systems in storage in order to help speed up the sale of new PC rigs that you designed. As customers come into your shop with their broken PCs, you take them, you inspect them, you give them a price, and if they're happy with the price, you go on away and you fix it. And I tell you what, that all sounds pretty amazing, right? A really authentic and realistic PC building shop and repairs experience. Unfortunately, PC Building Simulator 2 hasn't actually delivered on about 80% of what I've just described. Don't be put off though, because PC Building Simulator 2 is actually much better than the first edition was. You do own the shop and you can design PC rigs, price them and sell them, but there are still no competitors that outprice you, so you can actually 100% guarantee the sale of every PC that you put in your shop immediately after you put it in the shop. I say that, but in reality you will never actually sell the PC to a customer because A, there are no customers, nobody ever comes into your shop, nobody ever walks up and down the street, customers do not exist. Any PC that you do sell, you will sell at night when you're not there, and then you'll collect the profits for those sales the next day via your tablet. It's really quite disappointing, to be honest. Furthermore, you cannot sell any components at all. Nothing. No GPUs, no power supply units, no cases. There is nothing you can sell. This is even more irritating for me because they're actually displayed all around your shop. So it's obvious that these components should be in your shop, but you didn't put them there, you cannot interact with them, and you certainly cannot sell them. You cannot sell components online, you cannot sell components, period. Unfortunately, there are many other annoyances. Some from the first game which still exist, like, for example, having worked as a PC repairman for a number of years, I can assure you that I never once took the components out of a customer's PC and threw them into a box so that they'd all be mixed up with all the other components that we had in the store. But that still happens here. Although there is a filter system that allows you to look at the components that you took out of this PC, no power supply units, CPU units, motherboards, hard drives, nothing that you take off the PC other than the bits and bobs that are on the outside of the case actually end up in that section. It's just ridiculous. You would, quite rightly, have a desk dedicated to each PC repair that you're working on, but you would keep the components either on that desk or in a box next to that desk specifically for that desk. So you never lost components or accidentally broke components or put the wrong components back in, but that just doesn't happen here and it's incredibly irritating. Another thing that irritates me is when you install a new hard drive onto a system, it will automatically install an operating system. We're still using the USB drives, which for some reason need to be installed into a PC before you can uninstall a software program that you've added, which is just ridiculously stupid. Why on earth we don't have a network system now in the game where we have a server where all of these software installation files are available, and then we log in to the server from the customer's PC and install operating systems and software and stuff like that via the network. That would make so much more sense. Furthermore, not having to remove software that you've installed to test a customer's PC seems ridiculous. That is definitely not good customer service. Why would the customer be happy with all this extra junk on their system when they just asked you to replace a stick of RAM, for example? It's just ridiculous that the game still doesn't prioritize customer relations properly. But the thing that annoys me so much more than anything else, and this really does grind my flipping gears, if you're swapping out a motherboard like for like, the game requires you to remove all of the motherboard riser screws every single time so that you can screw them back in again for absolutely no bloody reason whatsoever. That is incredibly pointless. I also find it quite irritating that you have to click and hold on a cable to plug it in. Why can't I just click on the cable and then click and where I want it? Why do I have to click and hold all the time? I hate it. It's completely unnecessary. Still, it really isn't all bad. There are some cool new features, like spray painting some parts of the PC cases. Some parts are impervious to spray can paint, which again irritates me, but that's just the nature of this game, I think. Then you can add stickers to it and a whole bunch of cool other stuff that, I don't know, kids like, I guess. Thermal paste removal and application is a nice, cool thing that they've added as well. Unfortunately, the quickest way to get the CPU paste off of a CPU is to simply remove it and put it back in again, because that instantly removes all the paste. So the short review is this, guys. Having successfully installed a Skylake CPU into a Kaby Lake motherboard without needing to update the BIOS, a feature which does exist in the game, BIOS is in this game, I basically question whether there was a better way they could have done pretty much everything in this game. It just feels like they're a bit half-assed with everything. They've got a shop, but you can't actually sell anything in the shop. There are PC components everywhere, but you can't interact with them or sell them or do anything with them at all. It all just feels like it's pretty much the same game as before, but with a big patch. It feels like a big patch rather than a second version, a second iteration of the game. There are so many things here which are slightly better than before, but honestly, they still haven't addressed any of the concerns that I raised in the first game. It's only 20 quid, it's a great price for this product, but honestly, it's better than the first one, but it really doesn't deliver very, very well. For being a simulator, it really falls short of the simulator tag, especially in the business department. If you just want to put PCs together and look how great see how great they look with RGB lighting and stuff, then this game is definitely for you. If you want a real simulation experience where you're doing a proper career and everything is realistic, then you're going to get frustrated by this game because it's just a bit half-assed in every single department. Overall, I definitely recommend it over the first one. 20 quid or less than 20 quid is a good price, and as much as I rant and rave and I do get annoyed with this game, I've actually really enjoyed the 7 or 8 hours or whatever that I've put into it already in order to make this review. It's definitely cool, and yeah, I mean, if you don't have the first version, you got a bit of cash spare, then definitely grab this. If it goes on sale at Christmas, definitely grab it. It's not a bad game, it just lacks in so many areas for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, bye for now.